is Alexander Duvel, and I am the managing guy around here at Andy's Music here on 2300 West, Belmont in Chicago. We're sitting here in part of our 4,500 square feet where we have, gosh, probably one of the most interesting collections for sale of musical instruments in the Midwest, probably the country. We're here with our gong collection right now, and gosh, there's an awful lot to say about these. I've been selling a lot of them. There's been an awful lot of interest in the gong lately for all different kinds of musical purposes. But a lot of people getting into them from a very sort of yogic or spiritual sort of meditative side. The correct way to say it actually is Paiste. It is a German name, Swiss name. It's a European thing, and they are a wonderful company that's been around for a good long time now. They've made an awful lot of different innovations to the world of the gong in terms of different styles of design and tonal characteristics that they've been able to create out of these different kinds of metal. The real sort of innovation, I guess, right off there is the nickel silver alloy bronze that they use for their gongs, which is very different than your average Chinese, more bell bronze or gong bronze. Like a gong like this here, that's a Chinese gong, known as a chow gong. It's has the properties that most people sort of understand about gongs, being very sort of bassy, but also very loud and washy and resonant. The Paiste material, it tends to be a little bit brighter and shimmerier and has a lot of layers of sound, and that's what makes them such unbelievably powerful instruments to use for meditation. This is known as an Earth Sound Creation Gong. Sound creation gongs are a little less well known, but they have a very different tonal characteristic than your average symphonic gongs. The gong isn't made so that the sound can never sit in one place, so you have a much more chaotic, but still very strong, very present sound. But there's no real fundamental. The fundamental gets kind of blown out because there's nowhere for the sound to sort of rest and focus. Very different design. The hammer blows are very chaotically dispersed all over the gong, and also from both angles, from the back of the gong and the front. And so that sets up a lot of different kinds of waves that have a much more sort of non-centered tonal quality. And that's really with gongs we're almost shaping the sound we want to put into the air, because they vibrate so strongly against the air.